Okay, I said the same thing that Essex did in his comment because I went back to read his comments thing where he originally just when he left his comments originally he just said like, hey, go kill yourself, blah blah blah, but as usual.
My spirit guides have me go back and read things. Everything I see is for a reason. And I agree with him, what he's saying here, and I'll read this. I even said this in my last video, and I agree with this 100%. He said, that's kind of funny, actually, and thanks for helping me. I see a fool screaming as loud as he can with a bucket over his head in regards to me leaking the high degree secrets, which is true. I'll agree with that. Why does he, meaning me, why does he do this? It, it must be to hear himself talk. Well, I just do it to keep from going crazy. But then again, most people think I am crazy, so all you need to do is open your mouth, and the people who listen to me, have you checked your numbers lately? It's about quantity, Jay, not quality. It's about quality, Mr. Essex, not quantity. It doesn't matter about the numbers. Gilbert's got us all beat. Then again, Kemet Prince has got us all beat, and that's pure. I won't even. I'm in a position right now where I really don't want to say anything negative about anybody because my mouth got me forsaken, and I don't want to make it worse because I really wish they would take me back. But anyway, why should it bother you what I talk about? Look at yourself for your problems. Believe me, I am looking at myself right now. I am in a world of pain. You have no heart energy. Yes, that's true, because the reason why I have no heart energy is because there's nothing that inspires me, and the only people who derive heart, the only people that make me feel something is people like Ald Kendall, Pita, Gilbert, Tosh Streak Bay. Those are the only people that make me feel, that excite me, that give me life. I feel like everyone else that I talk to is a breath of stale air, and they don't excite me, and they make me feel dead inside. So he says, you have no heart energy, you are a dead spirit in your last life. It's very true because, like I said, everyone that's not Fred, Alt Kendall, Pita, Gilbert, I will admit, JSX videos give me some energy, some life energy. Watching his videos make me feel alive somewhat. I mean, not that much, but you know what I mean. Your dad couldn't stand you for that's funny. Your dad couldn't stand you for a good reason. He was negative like yourself. He didn't like anything, and you didn't help that either. Actually, he's right, but it's the opposite. It's my mom that is negative. My dad's positive. You put where am I? You put your mom down. That was only when I was like 15, and I was super toxic because you know, my diet was very bad and didn't exercise, and I smoked, as your dad always did in front of. He didn't put my mom down in front of me. I mean, he really didn't do that, but okay. Every time she tried to console you, reach out to you. Nah, I don't remember her trying to. Anyway, do you wonder why she feels the way she does about you now? Meaning that my mom's given up on me basically because she thinks I'm legitimately crazy, and but then again, my soul is 80% negative. I can't really take
someone like my mom because she's just so profane, and I just can't take that. I can't sit there and listen to that. I can't. It just makes me feel. It just makes me feel even more dead inside to listen to her. Um, the other side is being cleansed. There's no longer any place for anything like you, which is true. That's the point I was making. The major point was that I have an 80% negative soul, and when he says the other side is being cleansed, there's no longer any place for anything like you. That's so true because it's a format thing. You have to remember the old, and this is true because I got it confirmed by Old Kendall that what JSX said about the original source energy being destroyed, that is very true. That was confirmed by Old Kendall, my cyborg buddy. So I don't fit in with the new format. Because remember, the old source energy was 27.5% negative, and that old source energy made me a king. That made me like the Draco of my day. Pita told me that Draco was King Cobra and I was Serpentor because in G.I. Joe there was someone in charge before King Cobra, which was Serpentor, and Pita said I was Serpentor, and so what he's saying is very true. And he says you wouldn't know that because you can only see your pathetic self-glory. You should make your last life count for something. I'll be completely gone except for the deeds I leave behind. And this part here is what I disagree with. Intelligent people realize you're only here for yourself. The ones who don't aren't worth my words. I'm not here for everyone, not you, adios. That's the only part I disagree with, is that people call me selfish because it's just a positioning thing where the universe set it up for me to constantly be behind the computer, constantly watch the Alan Watt videos, the Glenn Keely videos, the Todd Freak Bay videos, the Gilbert videos, the JSX videos. It's just set up to be like that, and I feel like my videos do help the people who do have seeing eyes, and I feel like I did give back because I shared what I know, all of what I know, unlike some people, which would include SX, but like he said, it's kind of like screaming with a bucket over my head. Let's read this one. That's funny as hell, you poor dim-witted fool. You have no idea of what you're saying. You merely talk to amuse yourself in front of others. It's really sad, your mental state. Yes, it is very sad. I will agree with that. You have no idea what's happening here or on the other side. Hell, how do you know what side to bed on? You probably have a round bed. Dude, institutionalize yourself for everyone, especially yourself. Nah, I don't really need that. That wouldn't help at all. I think there's one above this. It's like Prometheus says, I'd like to see you and JSX get into a fight. He's ex-military and you're a king, so I wonder who would win. He's like, a king? Are you really that stupid? I used to be. So I basically said, what is my future now that I've been forsaken? I feel like he might answer that, which is why I left a comment. And yeah, I couldn't be any sadder right now. I mean, oh yeah, that's the other thing. The past 3 days, my left lat has been twitching, and for those keeping score at home, the left lat is where they always gave me like the implants. I mean, not implants. The left lat is where they gave me where they extracted my DNA to clone me, and for the past like 3 days, my left lat has been twitching like crazy. And I noticed a drop in libido. And yeah, it's just, yeah, I've been, I still don't even know, like, what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna do the only thing I can do, which is get right, you know, be as vegan as possible and stop the gym and do yoga. Because I remember a friend would always say, keep working out, and I think two other people told me to keep working out, but that was all for, you know, the other life I was supposed to have, and now there's no reason to do that anymore. And I remember Cyrus King said that if a Messiah seed commits suicide, that gives a Saturnian, the black box, an orgasm. And yeah, I don't want to give a black box an orgasm, do I? But I swear I'm in like a world of pain, and I think the only one that can relate to me right now is old Kendall, our good buddy. He implied that I was going to be sacrificed at a Slipknot concert last night. Slipknot is coming to Jacksonville, Florida to do a concert, and basically the implication, well, he said that they were going to sacrifice me and throw me out to the crowd, which is kind of funny. And it gets even funnier because he's like, "Oh, you know what? You know what? Hey, Jordan's like, what's your favorite Slipknot song?" I'm like, "I don't know. What is it?" Because I knew he's setting up for a joke, and I was like, "How about Left Behind?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, ha ha ha." See, he was supposed to go to the Ceausescu Palace, but he did something to get himself banned in 52 countries. Where are you hiding at all? There you are. This is the guy that claims that I did something to him in his past life, the last one we had. He said that he was a slave owner in the South, and this is a cyborg, this is the one without the belly button, this is a nega, and I actually like the guy, but he doesn't like me, but he's actually a weird fellow because he respects me, but he hates me, but he's attracted to me sexually, according to the comments he's left. He calls me El Paso, which is hot sauce. So he wants me to go to jail, but he respects me, and he likes me sexually. See, this is what you call ascended right here, when you can respect someone, be sexually attracted to someone, but want them to go to jail all at the same time. This is an ascended mind. And I'm laughing because I can picture somebody like snipping a clip off of this and making me look like a fool. But yeah, I couldn't be any worse right now. This is beyond a low point in my life. I sent a message to Empress Shah, you know, begging her to take me back, and I did the same thing with Sarah, and I still don't understand how they can leave Murdoch behind. I know Old Kendall said she was entangled to me, but I would feel better if they could just at least take her. And I wonder what happened to Chokma Macabre. I think they saw her and was probably like, no, she's way too full of hate. And I just really wish I had like A, turn back time, and B, I really wish I wasn't in like the right state of mind because I wasn't. The whole thing about. I will say this though. I will say that it never felt real to me. I think that's probably the biggest factor, is that the whole thing never felt real because I just never truly believed that. It's kind of like Chris Rock would always say that he still doesn't believe he's rich to this very day, and he still doesn't believe that. Um, it goes back to the whole 80% negative soul and 80% negative mentality, where you don't think anything good could ever happen, and the only thing that's real is pain. And I just don't belong with this new format, this cleaner source energy. It's sad. It really is sad. And I even wrote a letter to Source the other day. It was like, if you have them take me back, I promise to give like everything back, like money, the magic lessons, the this and that, everything they give me, I promise like to give it back, to be like not poor, but you know what I mean, like always giving back, always kind of like the Moses thing where he leaves Egypt and comes back to America to give back. Yeah, I promised Source I would do that, but can't really do that working a fruit stand. And I did cry for like the first time since age 15. And it was only when I was writing my letter, Dear Santa. Yeah. And to make it all worse, yeah, he's waving goodbye to us. I can see him laughing. Look at his face. Look at his face. Oh my god, it's funny. Oh, it's funny. I just stopped it at 4:30, 4:33. I do that a lot. I do that so much where I stop something at 33, 22, 55, 44. That's funny that he just waved goodbye and I stopped it at 4:33, completely unintentionally. I probably should have stopped this now.